Don't miss out on the Big Break Moment reality show season 2, Rep Your Campus. Starting 1st of December 2023 to the 7th of January 2024. Showing Mondays to Sundays on DSTV channel 315 and channel 91 on GoTV. Time 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. in the mornings and 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. in the evenings. The Sunday live show kicks off by 7 p.m. every Sunday. And you can catch every second of the reality experience live on YouTube at the Big Break Moment TV.
You dey act, or you dey dance, and you dey sing. Rep your campus.
So let the world witness, let them behold the power of talent, a story untold. For with the Big Break Moment, I rise above, showcasing my talent and spreading my love. On the stage, on the spot, start to glow. I showcase my talent and my true color show. Yeah. The Big Break Moment, my platform to shine. With passion and dedication, I claim what's mine.
Hey yo, it's a new season of the Bike You Fool. Are you ready? Let's go. Yeah, for every talent there's a platform, every star there's a sky. Every heartbreak there's a beat break, it's the time to cross the line. Every talent there's a drive that keeps the faith alive. The journey might be long, longer than you live it out. It's the Big Break Moment. 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 You dey act, or you dey dance, and you dey sing. Rep your campus.
Previously on the Big Break Moment Africa.
Dreammates, I just decided to bring very wonderful friend of mine over. All the way from the Real Housewives of Abuja. Make some noise for the gorgeous Arafa.
It's the Big Break Moment.
Goldbearer, now you can come forward and please describe in detail what tonight's performances will be about. I said no whispering. Remember, if you have your performance on check and lockdown, there is no need to whisper. If you want to whisper, you are gladly excused and you can forfeit tonight's performance. So Goldbearer, over to you.
Okay, once again, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Today's performance is about a dance piece showcasing Nigeria in general, our diversity as a people, and our culture, various ethnic groups, and various tribes, to be precise. So today we'll be doing a dance piece showcasing various tribes, showcasing various cultures, various traditions, and also we'll be representing this in spoken words with the use of the music we're giving the background to present our art. It's a work of art, basically. It's a dance piece. It's not just a dance. It has a story to tell. We all have our different stories to tell during this piece.
Do you all agree with what she just said? Yes. Is that what your performances will be embodying tonight? Yes. All right, thank you. Can take a few steps back. All right, so what's the name of the group on my right? The ones on my left? And the ones right in front of me? You and I. All right, you and I. I don't want to see a rehearsal. I don't even want to see a dress and tech performance. I want to see the real deal. If I'm not impressed for the first 20 seconds, I will cut your performance short and ask you to step out of here. All right? Yes, sir. Is anyone still whispering right at the back there? Is there anything you have to say? Is there anything you want to say? Because if you have anything to say, obviously, come forward and say it. All right, you and I, let's have it. And now we can cue music. Thank you very much. This message is our calling. We are very accurate with this. We make no simple mistake and can't think that provided they are in error or dollar. This is the Yoruba tribe. And our hate factor is very lovely to us. We don't even notice because our priorities really are about the solutions of us. But our backgrounds and customs, so we got balance whenever we see our elders and the people raising our education. This is the Hausa tribe. Salmon Kujawaha. We entertain our P and our V. Our vocabulary is beautiful, and the office occupies not only by the gate, but we don't give up until they are president. This is Nigeria, and our beauty is in our diversity. Because unity is you and I. Till you realize that we are one. This is Nigeria, and our beauty indeed is in our diversity, because unity is you and I! All right, please step forward. When you're asked to do a team presentation that revolves around diversity, cultural representation, we're not looking for outstanding individuals. It has to be an outstanding unit. In your own words, who was the weakest link in this performance? I'll start with Mr. Pentecost. Who was the weakest link?
I don't understand.
Who didn't bring anything to the table with this performance?
I think we all did.
It didn't look like that to me. Some people shone more than others, and some were just in the background. Some had the spotlight to themselves, and some fizzled out. I wasn't part of this rehearsal, and so you tell me, who was the weakest link here? Who contributed the least to this performance?
Again, so honestly, I'd say we all did because first of all, it was an idea. A lot of us had to bring an idea. So apart from just the performance, we put our heads together, and most of us actually had thoughts to contribute to the dance and the piece generally. And I see that also as a contribution. So although, like for me, myself, I started with a spoken word piece to describe a couple of things, and then other acts followed, but it was a general work, and then it was teamwork from the post-production, the pre-production, the production itself, and everything in between. So I think we all brought something to the table, and we all, thought properly to put our best.
All right, if your other teams contradict what you're saying, then you're going to get into a lot of trouble for this. So I would point over to the team on my left. From the performance you just saw, and I want your honest answers, did it look like everyone contributed evenly, or there were some weak links in this performance and presentation?
They all contributed evenly.
To the team on my right.
They all contributed.
Now that you're all saying that everyone contributed evenly, I hope you're not shooting yourself in the foot, because when you come forward to do yours, then obviously everyone should be doing something and contributing evenly, as you've said. So I would ask, so head of house, Goldbearer, did you think that was a well-delivered presentation? And did it embody the theme of tonight's performance?
Coming from the angle we wrote our case, I would say yes. Does everyone have what you're presenting in this presentation?
All right, I would give you your remarks right after I've seen the other group. Thank you. So what you can do is take over from that group, occupy that space, and you guys come forward. Are you guys supposed to be the next set to perform?
They are the next.
Okay, you guys. All right, swap places very quickly. As I said, no whispering. You know what you're doing. You've been given time to actualize this. So trade places immediately.
Geenụ ntị, ndị Igbo, ndị Yoruba, ndị Hausa, ndị TV, ndị Calabar, ewere mụ n'ozi. Ọ bụ eziokwu na isi ebe dị iche iche. Mana ọ dị mkpa na anyị gbakọtara ọnụ wee biri n'udo na aṅụrị.
Of our age that explained our culture. But yes, we are reminded of the cages that we had to overcome, that we woke up from, that we stood up from. And yes, we are here today because our culture is here. Ranging from Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, everything we get and plenty. Diversity, normal. Unity, normal. Normally, we are one nation.
outlined. All right, so what's the backstory to this performance?
So basically, it's like I'm the main character for the story, and I'm going through pain. So I represent, in a way, Nigeria. And now, in pain, I can't stand alone. But these are different tribes, and not just major ethnic groups like the Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. We have several tribes, as you can see from the attires. And now they come to help me, to pick me up. And if you notice, there was a tribe that throughout their whole performance, when they were coming, Yoruba was not in. So I brought that tribe to make sure every tribe is well represented. And that was what I did Yoriki for. And that I used it to drag. As much as things, we are still Nigeria and everything, we are due to colonialism, we are bounded by one language now that helps us speak as one, English. That was what she came out to present, and that was how she presented us. So me being in the middle is now showing adorning. Now the country is standing. So everybody's dropping a piece of their material on me. And then a particular tribe that was not well represented too had to come out because we needed every tribe to shine. So he came to do it, came and proposed. And that was a celebration because apart from us as Nigerians coming together to stand up, having one word to speak now, marriage is one of the things that also bring us together as a nation. Because as you can see, this generation, marriages are happening from tribe to tribe. We have intertribal marriage. So we're trying to portray every single way Nigeria has become one. That's why our main team is unity in
Diversity!
All right, so I would ask the group that just performed, did you think that there were any weak links in this presentation?
They all did the same thing because from what they presented, they were all the same when they moved. I couldn't see anyone that was not doing what the other person was not doing. Each of them had the same thing that they all planned out for. That's what I see.
All right, to the other team.
I actually feel like they are in sync. They understand their story, and then they all do their best presenting what the story is about.
All right, so I have to ask you, as a team working together,
Yes.
did everyone contribute evenly?
Yes.
Or we had some people who were just tagging along?
Everybody had something to say, everybody had a dance. Even from when they were coming around, you could see that even on stage, they were all bringing their styles, their tribe, everything. So apart from when we were discussing at the back before, as pre-performance, everybody had something to say, everybody added to the whole story. Even on stage, everybody brought their dance step, and that is how we moved. Everybody was added, nobody was singled out, nobody was treated specially.
And some people took 2 different languages because we don't have enough people to speak different languages. Like I took Igala and I took Hausa. So yeah, we are trying to say that no matter what we go through as a nation, we are still bound to each other. No matter where we go, we are still going to come back to each other. We're still going to stand for each other. Like during the pandemic, a lot of countries were making ways for their people to go, but we were here. We stood with each other. We stood like in different times. We are still together. During the NSAS, we were still together. No matter what happens, we are always going to be together. And that's what it shows, that no matter the tribe you're from,
one nation,
no matter wherever you are,
I have the Igala cap.
I can be in
the
Abuja today.
Given to me by the Igbos. I have the traditional wear. I have the hanky and this by the Yoruba. And that was the Oriki Gong. That one was now the one that we used to drive. Because one thing is that as much as we have different tribes, when it comes to praises, we respect the Yoruba and give them their flowers. When it comes to beauty, the whole movement, we give the Igbos their flowers. When it comes to river, that was the whole point of the whole dance. Because every dance had a definition. It was not, oh, this is a dance step that they do. We knew the definition of, we knew what each dance was trying to portray.
Unity!
In diversity!
In diversity! In diversity!
Were you done with what you were saying originally? Karen?
No,
all right, so finish.
Okay, so I was saying, unlike the Western countries, a lot of them don't have this entertaining nature. But in Nigeria here, you can go to like Nasarawa State, you're an Igbo person, they are going to accommodate you. You can go to Yoruba as an Hausa person, they are going to accommodate you. There are a lot of different cultures staying in like Nasarawa. I school in Nasaran. There are a lot of Igbos. There are a lot of Yorubas, and like there are few of houses where I school, and their shops are mostly Igbo people. So basically, what we represented here is no matter where you are, no matter who you are, no matter where you're from. Once you are in Nigeria, we treat you like our own. No matter the pain you are going through, we are together. We rise by lifting all of us together. That's what we represented here.
All right, thank you for that. I would give my critiques when you're done. All right, final group.
The king has called a meeting, and the king has ordered all the tribes to be presented in the meeting. He who has ear, you should hear. Oh.
We don't even know.
The king is here. The Okotoko, one of the black tribes. May he live long. Long live the king.
Il est sang.
Yeah.
Et for his son.
Yeah. Greetings, my people. It is of a truth that we are all people of diverse culture. Oh, we are. Belief, religion, and ethnicity. We all speak different languages, have different religions, and eat different food. But it is only right that as people with diverse nature, we come together as one. Under one umbrella, under one peace that unites and bounds us as a kingdom of strength and unity. So as king of people that have diverse culture, of king of diversity, I command that we all go and look for that peace that unites us as a kingdom.
One Nigeria!
Thank you. Who was the brainchild of this particular?
There was no specific brainchild. Everyone came up with ideas. Ideas came from the dancers, even if everybody here was not a dancer. Ideas came from the singers. Ideas came from the actors. So everybody is literally the brainchild of this presentation.
All right, so what's the backstory to this performance?
The backstory is Nigeria. We are people of diverse culture, belief, religion, and system. But that does not mean that we cannot unite as one. So the beginning of the presentation, we saw the Efik, the Ibibio, represented by her and him. And we saw other tribes, like the Niger Delta region, represented by him. They were speaking different languages. We had the Igbos, we had the Hausa, and we had the Yorubas. And they were all speaking different languages. But that does not mean that we cannot be united as one. And that's why we went to find a peace, an umbrella that covers us all, which was Nigeria. So every tribe had to go look for a letter that spells out Nigeria.
All right, can you all hold up the letters? Arrange yourselves in the Nigeria form. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
You just bunch yourselves up. All right, I'll start with the first group. So I would say I loved the repetition of dance. I must commend you. Stick line, no doubt. I mean, today is not a day for speech making. This is serious business. You're here for serious business. And you should be able to thrive under the most uncomfortable conditions and situations. The fact that I gave you guys a second chance was because the first performance was slightly faulty. And I saw your rehearsals. I knew what you were bringing to the table. But I could tell that just putting it together and the music not played immediately, I wanted to see you guys perform under duress. I would commend the mix. It was an eclectic mix. Everyone brought something. Even those who didn't have so much to do had the time to shine when the spotlight was on them. But I must say, and I must commend you again, because your energy, your delivery, and your spontaneity held this group together. For Pentecost, I would say you must always drown out the noise. So even if the music is drowning out what you're saying, I could pick it the first time during the first performance without the music. But when the music played, it sort of drowned out the integral part of what you were saying. But did you guys pass the test? Yes, of course you did. Was there cultural representation? Yes, it was. Was there diversity? Yes. Did you use all the tools? Spoken word, dance, music, and a little bit of storytelling. The other groups did more storytelling, which was infused in your presentation. So I must say that you guys did put up a good job. I'm not going to lie. Well done. And of course, even though you performed it the first time and you had to do it the second time, the energy was even higher. So always remember to bring it. As I always say, never settle for second place. Always be ready to bring it. You can't be ready all the time, but when it's show time, you have to be ready. All right, the second group. Aha. So what I would say, my personal observations from your team efforts, is that yes, you all gave each other the platforms, the individual mileage to perform. You know, some people stood out for me. I liked your no, you were part of this, right? Yes, so please stay. Who did the first dance after Nikiteri? Yes, Rhoda. So Rhoda did the spoken words. You brought the official language, which was highlighted in current speech, the language that unifies us as Nigerians. As much as we have several ethnic groups and tribes, but English is like, you know, like our official language. And then of course our dialects are like our first language. I liked how you defended your presentation. Because if not, it would have just felt like another African Magic production, you know, but you defended it. And I saw the underlying factors. I liked how each tribe was represented. Even when there was a shortage of tribes, as you said, which you highlighted, you were able to take on and multitask. I must commend you for that. Always multitask. Even if you find that a certain tribe, or I mean, you have limited resources, always multitask. And that was good thinking on your part. Great one. I also feel that as much as some people have main character energy, the rest of you, because it's a team group, you must always feed off that and give your place to shine. When Karen was communicating, you slightly cut her off. Yes, you did cut her off, and she actually called you to order, but you weren't listening. So which is one of the things I always tell you, always pay attention. You would have said, oh, I'm sorry I cut you short. Please continue expressing yourself. Everyone has the platform to express themselves. So as much as we all have a lot to say, when you express yourself, please always listen to what the other person has to say. And if possible, you might even add to it, even subtract from it, or even learn from it. All right? So job well done. I must commend your effort. I liked how it was unified as well. There was diversity, there was culture, there was strength. And you also proved that there's strength in unity and even strength in numbers. However limited the numbers might be, you guys gave us something spectacular. So job well done.
Thank you, sir.
And then to you guys, the first person that caught my eye was her. Black girl. You see, the first presentation, the first dialogue or little monologue leading up to it was expected from Emmy, you know. I was just wondering, because I know what Emmy can do, so I was just wondering what next. But when she came on with her dance performance, whether or not other people had performed and whatnot, she threw herself into it. So that's, you know, that's what I expect from you guys. Throw yourself into the task and deliver. And I could tell that every tribe was well represented. Another thing was I love the storytelling angle, you know. Thank you, sir. Because, you know, as Nigerians, we embrace culture. Yes, sir. You know, and that's something that you guys pointed out about marriage. Yes. You know, it's an unspoken thing. Marriage unifies us. There were times that you frown upon, you know, in tribe marriages, but now where, you know, our thinking is flexible. You know, people can, you know, but marriage is a unifying factor. I like that. In your case, I like the hierarchy that you brought. You know, even if it still felt a bit vintage-like, because, you know, it's a king, it still reflects on the hierarchy of today and how whoever that is at the helm of authority should take each tribe into, you know, recognition and make sure that every tribe is well represented and catered to. I also like the fact, as I said, storytelling, each tribe was represented, and I liked your fusion of music. I think you guys took the music even a lot stronger. Everyone did, but you guys took it a lot more. And this man. So yes, very quickly, if one was to win this task, who would it be? If you had to decide, I would ask each group, if you had to individually decide on who should take the grand prize today, who would it be? I would ask group one. Who do you think deserves the grand prize?
I'm tempted to say me, but my group. But I will wish that you that saw it from outside and knows the best thing you saw. We are dancing. We literally do not know everything by dancing because we're just putting our best in it. From your angle, you know exactly who
All
did
right.
well. Yeah.
Okay, so you throw it to me. What about you, group two? Group three? Okay. Let's put it this way. For cultural representation, I would say you all did great.
Thank you.
Diversity, well represented.
Thank you.
Every single talent in this house was properly represented in front of us today. We saw it in its shining light. So even the singers, to the actors, to the dancers, to the spoken word artists, and majority, you know, even those who are not singers, you know, brought their A game. And those who knew nothing about culture, because it happens, not everyone is very well versed and exposed to these things, learned something. I knew those who were learning on the job. I knew those that had a background experience of what, you know, cultural representation should be. And I know those who found it new ground, but, you know, were excited to do it. So I would say you all brought the energy. Energy is very key. Okay. If I had to decide, and this is a unanimous decision, I would call my Master Invader. Master Invader, please join me on this one. Thank you. We have group 1, you and I. What does you and I represent again?
Unity.
Unity.
3 letters, U, N, I.
I get that. Yeah. All right, so you remodified the word unity and symbolically made it your own. All right? Group 2?
Unity and diversity.
Unity and diversity. All right, and group 3?
One Nigeria.
One Nigeria. Master Invader, if you had to decide on the winner tonight, who would it be? You can gladly whisper this to my ears. And there's a little punishment for the other 2 who don't make the cut. All right, separate yourselves again. All right, now the losing team will wait whilst the winning team will go up and pack their stuff. And because you're in groups of 8, you have to do that in 20 minutes. So the winning team and the first runner-up will have the opportunity to stay back, but the losing team will have to stand here whilst the winning team runs up and packs all their stuff and brings it to the front door. So who deserves to stay and who deserves to go? Why do you all deserve a chance to start with? A lot of you have flaunted the rules in the house. Times and times we have told you guys, we told you dream mates to observe the rules. A few of you have lost focus as to why you're here. If you've really lost focus, what's the point? You might as well take the back door and go continue with your life out there. Some of you are absolutely clueless about why you're here. Clueless and maybe a little pointless. Some are still navigating their way through, while some represent a percentage that know why they're here and what they're here to do. So would you agree that you represent the last fraction, or you're still grappling, or you're lying down in the shadow of others to shine? Or you're waiting for others to lead, so you follow? What happened to owning your own voice and owning the spotlights and owning your moments in the house? Because remember, it's a big break moment and you have to grab your moments. As I always say very playfully, grab your moments now. But it's a powerful statement. I'm going to ask you guys one last time who the weakest group was. If you don't decide, then, you might as well just go the wrongest route. And I don't think you want that to happen. You and I, you guys obviously pick yourselves, you brought it. Who did not bring it to this cultural extravaganza? One Nigeria or unity and diversity? Who? You have to decide. Or you'll be up on the chopping block.
So we still leave it up to you to decide.
No, I'm throwing it to you now. Because I will decide who the winner will be and who the runner-up will be. So in your words, Who gave the weakest performances of the two? Whilst you're still thinking about that. One Nigeria. Yes, you and I, unity and diversity. You would obviously pick yourselves as giving a powerful performance, but which was weaker amongst them both? Silence. Unity and diversity. Of course, you pick yourselves as the winning team. Who gave a weaker performance amongst the other two groups? All right? So no one is ready to throw anyone under the bus. But some of you have been doing that already. You have been throwing some people under the bus. Some of you have been talking about a couple of alliances in the house that are not sitting well with you. You can talk and whisper, but now you're in front of a decision maker and you can't even make the decision. Why is this so? It brings me to the real reason why we're here. As individuals, you are an institution. And this is what the Big Break Moment franchise embodies. How much of an institution are you for the past couple of days, or have you been for the past couple of days since you got into the house? Have you been bringing the energy? Are you contributing to tasks, or your teammates are covering up for you? Are you hiding behind the headliners and frontliners because what? The front runners, because you can shine under their spotlights? All right. Since you've decided that I should pick the winning team for me, we've had you and I, which is unity. We've had unity and diversity, and we've had one Nigeria. I would say that the group that gave me a clearer understanding of their journey, even in this house and on this show, that gave us ethnic and tribal representation and not misrepresentation, that gave us diversity, that gave us a cultural extravaganza. And I'll use the word extravaganza because each performance embodies all of that, will definitely be, you can't rejoice too much because we have to pick a losing team. This is not even a tough one. I knew it from the onset. I begin to sense that the energy is dwindling. Some people are not sure about their fate tonight. The winner for the Big Break Moment Africa Cultural Representation and Presentation. A group, a team, an outstanding unit, not individuals, will definitely be, and a round of applause to them when I call their names. Give it up for Group You and I. But you get to decide now as winners who the losing team was. Now I'll tell you why. Everyone did good. I'll tell you why Group 1 is taking the baton for this one. They performed under pressure. As much as a lot was thrown at them, and there was slight animosity from my end, they delivered. The energy was heightened, and the elements that I saw in two groups, which was the elements of storytelling, which was brilliant too, well thought out. But of course, spoken word was the narrative that depicted your cultural presentation. I would say job well done.
Thank you, sir.
The first runner-up, I would have thrown it to you to pick, but we might as well just get this over and done with. The first runner-up for this will definitely be, like I said, great storytelling, great performances, and I saw an outstanding unit as well. Give it up for One Nigeria. So unity and diversity, you guys did a great job. But I will tell you, everyone must have the opportunity to shine. Do not cut anyone short. Let everyone have their plan. When it's your moment, own it. Because everyone, we all have our moments. Should we let them go or should we let them stay? Now, what's the one promise you're going to make if we're going to let you stay? Yes? Nikki?
Okay, the one promise where I'm going to make, or as a team. As a team.
You're speaking for your team now.
Okay, I'm speaking for my team.
Yes.
Okay, the one promise we're going to make is to focus the more. To focus the more and to put in our best to improve. We're going to be focused and we're going to put in our best.
Graham, you want to say something? You do what?
We'll bring it back better.
Okay. You might not be in the same group, but wherever you find yourselves. All right. How long did you have to prepare for this task? Couple of hours. Well, what's today?
Friday.
Today is Friday. And this performance was going to be a kickstart to what is to follow afterwards. Let me just say, or rather, let me just put it this way. I must commend everyone here for performing, again, as I said, for whatever pathway it is that you seek in life, you're not going to meet favorable conditions all the way. You would meet people that don't like you. You will meet people that don't just like your energy. You meet people that don't even gel with your spirits. You don't have to win them over. What do you have to do? Just be yourself and just do your thing. So actually, instead of losing the losing team, that team, unity and diversity, will not be taking part in tonight's party. Is that a better punishment?
Yes, sir.
But as for the two of you, you and I, and One Nigeria, are you ready to party tonight?
Oh, yes.
Are you ready to let out steam? Are you ready to shake off all the angst and all the madness you've been through for the past couple of days? And just let your hair down and party hard. Are you ready? That's not entirely convincing.
I'm fully ready.
Yes, sir.
Fully ready.
Ready, sir.
Do we pardon unity and diversity?
Yes, sir.
Why? Why?
We actually worked as a group and we think everybody puts in their best. The party will not even be complete without the party will not be complete.
So they are the real party MVPs.
One Nigeria.
One Nigeria.
Yes.
All right. For the winning team, I am supposed to allocate something special. But because it was very hard for me to pick, I've decided at this point in time, because I am that generous, that all three groups are winners for tonight. You need a little stress to shake you off once. Because like I said, remember this is a competition. Some of you are losing focus as to why you are here. I don't have to say too much for you all to understand what I'm talking about. Yeah. So right now, I want you all to party hard. I am going to ensure that each group gets something special. A special treat from me tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yes. Something soft. Something light. And something tantalizing. Yes, because you all deserve it.
Yes, sir.
And you've all worked hard for it.
Yes,
and I saw hard work and dedication in this. Yes. And if it was up to me, I would say you all are winners. But remember, not everyone will smile with you. So whether anyone is smiling with you or not, you have to come out and shine.
Yes.
Which is why I made the first group the winner for tonight, the original winner, before I crowned you all, because they worked under unfavorable conditions. And as much as they tried to perform right in front of me, I was not even budging at all. But they threw themselves into it. And I must commend Seafly. Well done. Well done. Well done. So you all expect something soft and light. And then, of course, right now, all I can say is, let's get ready to party. Are we ready to party tonight?
Yes.
What kind of party are you expecting? Let's say that there'll be music involved. There'll be something to just clear your throats. And there'll be a lot of water. Say that again. It's what? It's very good. All right. Now, I would want you all to be in formation from each group, how you all presented yourselves originally, in like a straight line. This way. Yes, aha. So starting with the first group, I need you in front, or rather, since you're here, just turn. Like face that way. Yeah. Straight line. Performance by performance. At the count of 3, you turn to me and say this is, you say your groups individually, you and I, unity and diversity, one Nigeria. All right? 3, 2, 1, and action. And we'll all say this together. This is the what? Big break
moment, Africa.
You have not finished it. What's the theme of today's performance? The Big Break Moment Africa what? Cultural carnival extravaganza. Are you ready?
Yes.
This is the Big Break Moment Africa Cultural Carnival Extravaganza. 1, 2, 3, go!
This is the Big Break Moment Africa Cultural Carnival Extravaganza.
You have to do it in unison because some people miss the words. All right? Remember again, it's Cultural Carnival Extravaganza. CCE. All right, are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, go!
This is the Big Break Moment Africa Cultural Carnival Extravaganza.
Some of you still chewed mouths, but it's fine. All right, are we ready to party?
Yes.
Are we ready to party?
Yes.
I think you deserve this party for this outstanding performance that you all put on. A round of applause for yourselves. And never lose focus as to why you're here. Because aside from the incentives that are attached to the grand winning prize. You're coming into an industry that you have ideas of, but you've never really been able to figure out. And that's what the show will do for you, whilst you're also running your educational curriculum and before school and after school and whatnot. So remember, it's a brand that takes you from conception to completion. It's not a brand that will take you from conception and drop you halfway and then move on to other things. Nah, to completion. So have that at the back of your mind. Yes, and whilst you're in this house, it's also an evaluation scheme to see if you can be taken through that process of conception to completion. So don't lose focus. Yes, sir. What is it that you guys said from the very onset when I met you? I know. That's it. See you all at the party. Thank you.